I don't need no men.
Hey there, good man fam. Have you finished putting your guess in the comment section of whether this female to your left is a traditional woman, or modern female? So far, you've seen her mannerisms without actually hearing her speak. Now we're about to go over these videos piece by piece to see if you're correct in your assessment of her. So let's get into it.
Hi everyone. So I've been seeing these videos about passport bros. So basically, you just Google it to figure out what that is. And all of these men, they seem to think that they would leave America and go to third world countries like Africa, the Philippines, Brazil, to try and find a submissive wife because American women are masculine and they are not submissive.
No. American women are not masculine. It's these modern females in every country who are masculine and not submissive. Big difference. And I'm pretty sure the entire world sees it now. However, did you all hear the language she used at the beginning? She didn't say that men are going overseas to find a submissive wife. She said passport bros, quote unquote, seem to think that's what they're going to do. Curious use of language there. Ma'am, they are not thinking that's what they're going to do. They're doing it and showing receipts. We're barely even 1 minute into this video, and the use of that specific language already has my antenna raised. But hey, maybe that was a one-off. Let's continue.
And the problem with this idea for me as an African woman, I'm from South Africa, is that they don't realize that this is not, they are the reason why African American women or they are Western women are the way that they are. They created this culture.
Ooh, that was a devastating statement at the end. Wow. And guess what? She's right. At least from what I've seen. It's definitely men's fault why these modern females even exist. Men tolerated this bull crap they've been doing all of these years, and that made these modern females think that men were okay with it. They weren't. They just didn't want to be shamed on daytime TV or canceled online. However, based on her quote unquote seem to think statement before, I'm not sure if our reasons for it being men's fault are the same. Let's see.
You have to understand that the reason that African women or women from third world countries are the way that they are because of how their men treat them. Men in other countries are raised to be a provider. They are raised to be a protector. They are raised to be the head of the household.
I don't like where this looks like it's going. Ma'am, it's rather difficult to raise men to be the head of household when the entire society keeps telling them in dang near every movie, every television show, every magazine, every blog, every video, every article, and more that females are strong and any strength shown by men somehow equals quote unquote toxic masculinity. But don't get it twisted. Mothers, especially black ones, teach their sons to be both providers for and protectors of females. But they also teach them that the females should be in charge. Translation: males get taught to take on all of the responsibility, but give the females all of the authority. Not to mention that most of the black children are born outside of wedlock. Is that what they teach and do over in Africa? Exactly. And if the father tries to teach their sons otherwise here in the States, then he's labeled misogynistic, which ties right back into the whole toxic masculinity bullcrap. In the States, it's a fight for leadership in black families. There is no fight over household leadership in Africa, at least not that I've seen. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to expand on this one, mama.
Most third world countries do not promote the 50-50 idea. A man is to take care of the house and the woman is to take care of the house.
The economy in the States is a two-income family economy now. Do you know how tiny a percentage there is of men who make enough money to where their significant other does not have to work a paid job outside of the home? The whole 50-50 thing doesn't negate a man being head of household. Every time I hear people say that stupidness, it just grinds my freaking gears. A man is head of his household because he's a masculine man, not because his income is $1 higher than his woman's. That's the stupidest crap I've ever heard. What? He wasn't the head of household when money didn't exist 200 to 300,000 years ago? Right. See how stupid that sounds? I'm so goddamn sick of females and even some of these men out here predicating their cooperation on goddamn money. How about you just be a good goddamn girlfriend, fiance, or wife and learn to cooperate with your man and follow his lead, huh? How about that?
African women work, they've got degrees, they can go to a job, but like when they grow up, even though having a degree and having all of these other things, they are still taught how to be a wife at home. And same as men, they are still taught like you need to be the head of the house.
Did you not hear what you just said there? You just said that African men are taught how to be the head of the house and African women are taught how to be a wife. Exactly. They're both taught how to do their part in a marriage with the man leading. Thank you. That's not what's taught here in America. Females in America are taught how not to be wives. They're taught how to not get a man. They're trained and encouraged to be boss babes and that don't need no man controlling me. So how in the world do you expect a man to be able to lead a household with a female who is programmed to combat his decisions every day? How in the world do you expect those modern females, trained to be boss babes now, to be able to cooperate with the man and follow his lead? You see your reasoning crumbling right before your eyes, don't you? Yeah, everyone else does too. But please, continue.
In America, you have a culture of men who want 50-50. They don't want to fully provide. They want to know what you bring on the table. And they say cooking and cleaning is not enough, but we still have to do it because you are a woman. What else are you bringing to the table?
Ma'am, you're making the mistake of attaching 50-50 to fully providing, but without adding any nuance that's specific to the states. The economy here is built for two incomes now. So men, if they're going to be working 70 hours a week to quote unquote fully provide, want to actually get something in return for that hard work and sacrifice. That's what 50-50 and what else are you bringing to the table mean. The problem in America is that these modern females, not women, want everything for absolutely nothing. No, they don't want to cook. No, they don't want to clean. And no, they don't want to listen to or follow a man's lead. Heck, I know a church girl who had the audacity to tell me, and this is a literal quote, by the way, don't no woman want to be led by no man. Yeah, a church girl. Yet they still want men to fully provide for them? Freak out of here. For what? What's the external incentive to do so? Answer, there is none.
And secondly, the way that you guys have treated your women for generations and generations, it's what has created masculine women. It's what has created super independent women where they have to depend on themselves because you don't want to go to work, you cheat on them, you lie on them, and you don't take care of them.
Here we go with that color purple bullcrap. So it has nothing to do with the fact that the females, about whom these passport bros are speaking, kick men out of the homes and replace them with government assistance, huh? It has nothing to do with them wanting to not have any structure so they can just frolic around with as many guys as they want, huh? It has nothing to do with the womanist movement telling them repeatedly that they don't need no man, huh? It's just American men being absolutely terrible all around, right? Got a question for you then, ma'am. Name one thing American men do right. Go ahead. Name one positive thing. Because everything you said so far is how American men are the absolute worst in every way. So American men have supposedly treated females bad for generations. American men have supposedly created masculine females. American men are also the ones who supposedly created super independent females. American men supposedly made it to where females have to depend on themselves because American men supposedly don't want to go to work, which alludes to American men actually not working, supposedly. American men supposedly cheat on females. American men supposedly don't lead their families. American men supposedly don't fully provide and don't want to fully provide. American men supposedly lie on females. And American men supposedly don't take care of females. Yet, somehow, American men are some of the most desired men in the world, which goes against dang near everything you just said. Why do you think passport bros are having so much success and getting so much support from foreign women? That's weird. So American men are the absolute worst, yet simultaneously extremely desirable outside of the very country you're attempting to use to make them seem like they're not. Methinks there's something off with your propaganda, matey.
And if you Google the internet, search all of the internet and check and see if any of these countries, look at Brazil, look at South Africa, Nigeria, and find one podcast that is solely dedicated at destroying or talking badly and just like talking all of this nonsense about how black women are fat, masculine and ugly. There is not one podcast that you will find of an African community or Mexico or any third world countries where you go find wives where wives or women of that nation are being bashed the way that African men bash their women.
You're kidding, right? You obviously don't know that, one, men are not bashing black women. Heck, men are not bashing anybody. They're attempting to correct modern females. Women and modern females are not the same group of females. And two, men are responding to being bashed online for 20 years and offline for 50 years. You're just going to skip right over that fact, huh? And why do you think she did that, good man fam? Say it with me. They can never be the culprit. They always have to be the victim. They can never be the villain. They always have to be the hero. They can never be the cause. They always have to be the person upon whom the effect of that cause was strong. They want to throw 50 plates at you, but when you simply yell at them to stop, all of a sudden, they're the victim and want to start crying and saying, I can't believe you raised your voice at me. You're so abusive. As you all can see, she has a completely skewed and incorrect assessment of what's going on here in the States. Yet, she's speaking like she's spitting facts or something. No, you're not, ma'am. Whether you know it or not, you're spitting propagandistic nonsense. But you decided to make 3 more of these anyway. Yeah, 3 of them. Well, I'm going to break those down too, so stay tuned. So, what do you think so far, good man fam? Does she seem like she's a traditional woman, a modern woman, or a modern female? Like I said, she has 3 more videos that go with this one, so be on the lookout for those. For now, I'm going to be responding to your comments, letting you all know if I agree with your answer so far or not. So don't forget to like the video first, then leave a new comment or edit your previous one. Let's get it.